Jeremy Fowler saying that Trey Lance can sway the 49ers decision on Monday. Trey Lance having a pro day tomorrow. It's the first one that Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch have attended. This kid is supposed to be very impressive. He played 1 year of football when he was 19, 1AA, North Dakota State, won the national championship of 1AA, didn't commit any turnovers. It was an historic season. But he hasn't played since 2019. He had one game in 2020, and it wasn't good. He won, but it wasn't good. Then the rest of the season got canceled, and now he's way bigger and stronger and more developed than he was when he played 2 years ago. Niners need to check him out. From what Mike Lombardi said, he's the favorite of the front office, the scouting staff, and he can sway the Niners. I think this is such a hilarious concept. I respect Jeremy Fowler for reporting it. Someone probably told him it, and he's just the messenger here. But the idea that the Niners traded up from 12 to 3 without a definite quarterback in mind, and they were like, you know what? Let's trade 3 firsts and a third just to get in a good position. And they'll figure it out after the fact. Which quarterback do we want? That's not the important thing. Let's just get up there so we're in a better spot, and then we'll figure it out afterward. Really. They're going to be swayed. They traded all that stuff to get to number 3, and they're like, you know what? We don't know who we want. We'll figure it out. Might be Trey Lance. Maybe it's going to be Trey Lance, but we haven't seen him yet. So we're going to trade up first, then watch Trey Lance second, and then make our mind up and take Trey Lance. I think that's an amazing fantasy that teams actually work that way. To me, this is a CYA maneuver. And now I'm not talking Christian Youth Association. It's a cover your ass maneuver. What happened in 2017? Kyle Shanahan really wanted Kirk Cousins. His mind was made up. There was no talking to him. There was no talking to that guy. There was no talking to him. So he didn't even really scout, do research, investigate Patrick Mahomes or Deshaun Watson. Big mistake. It's one thing not to take Patrick Mahomes and Deshaun Watson. Other people made that mistake. But to not even scout them, to not even really study them, and to admit it, as Kyle Shanahan did at the Super Bowl when he was feeling great. He thought he was going to win that Super Bowl. The week leading up, he's like, yeah, I didn't even really scout. Didn't even really study Mahomes. It's not that I didn't like Mahomes. It's not that I didn't like Watson. I just didn't really study him. We were going to get Cousins. That's unacceptable. What do you mean you didn't study him? This is a full-time job. Study him. Maybe you would have taken him. Maybe you would have made the right call. So now he's in a similar situation where he likes some quarterback, probably, Mac Jones, that no one else does. And he's adamant that he's right and everyone else is wrong. Here's Kyle being Kyle again. But he can't just turn his back to the other prospects and say, I've seen enough on film. I'm not even going to go to their pro days. I don't even want – he can't, because that's the worst thing about what his Patrick Mahomes mistake, that he didn't even check him out. So he's got to look very closely at Justin Fields, very closely at Trey Lance, everyone. So if he doesn't take them, he can say, look, I gave him basically private workouts. I really liked him. I didn't have a problem with them. I just felt that Mac Jones was special. And that's what he can say. So this is all CYA stuff. The idea that a week and a half before the draft, the Niners are going to go to some workout with no pads, no defense, some scripted workout, and say, you know what? This just changed our whole perspective on stuff. Whoa, look at this kid. I mean, a pro day is like a long drive competition. It's not really the sport. It's like a long drive competition compared to golf. Okay, cool. He threw some passes while wearing a t-shirt and some shorts, and there was no defense on the field. What does that prove? I'm sure there's a lot of guys who could do that who can't play in the NFL. I don't think it's going to sway the Niners' opinion. They either already wanted Trey Lance and they're going to take him, or they already didn't and they're just doing this so they can say they went.